I can't wait until they all die. This is gonna be funny as shit.
That's not really nice. You know, like, you're trying really hard, you know? Do you really want to, like, watch them die? Yes. Yes, you do, don't you?
What gives you that idea? The fact that I've been sitting here, waiting week after week for Sig to roll 6 ones in a row. That was hilariously bad. 6 ones in a row! What a dork!
Well, that's still not very nice. I mean, how would you like it if you rolled 6 ones in a row?
I would have melted that goddamn dice.
So would I have. But on with the show!
Oh! It's dragon time. It's Dagron time. There we go. I drank something. My throat is no longer parched. Alright, let's switch to this button. Hi! Hi everyone, welcome to episode 1514 of The Dragon in the Storm as me and my friends sit down together and play some Pathfinder First Edition. Our GM is Kelly, and we have a whole group of really awesome people who are going to be doing stupid shit and possibly dying. I mean, trying not to die. It's like Sig has a death wish. I'm going to leave it up to the powers that be to tell the story arc as it is. But where we left off, we just released a demonic spider demon thing from her internal suffering. Well, that's a good thing, I guess. We have also made our way to... Where's my map? Where's the map? You guys will see the map in a second. We made our way to Riverview, where we are going to be exploring the town. Oh, I look forward to Kelly having to handle this town and what we threw on her. But yes, we have arrived at Riverview. We're starting to make our way through. Our initial journey is a bunch of dragons cascading as non-dragons, attempting to figure out why the humanoids are on the move again, pressing back into the dragon territory, and trying to find out if there's some evil, nefarious reason, some normal reason, or some other thing that's going on. That is the overlying story arc. But right now, we are going to turn in and move back, and hopefully, not watch me die. Hopefully not watch me die is the plus. Okay, so let's do that button. That button. Ooh, the map is still... Ooh, I forgot that button. So people can see who's talking. Kind of have to make that thing work. Hopefully that thing will work shortly. Oh, if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'll work on it. And unmute. Hello.
Well, hello.
Hello!
I liked that echo. It was pretty cool.
I don't know how that happened.
Because
Dude.
Travis has got you through speakers?
The echo is real.
Travis, don't even get me started on that movie. I was shook by a plot hole in that movie from literally the second sentence, and it messed up the movie for me.
All you have to do is watch Dune and just think about Dune from 1989 or whatever, or 1984 or whatever it was.
Well, like, I'd never seen it, never read the books or anything, but like the second sentence of that movie, there's this massive plot hole, and I'm like, I can't stop thinking about this.
I haven't seen it yet, so try and not spoil me.
It's a world building plot hole.
What's up?
Yeah, it's a world building plot hole, not a storyline plot hole.
Okay.
I only remember from the old Dune being young and watching it and being absolutely freaking disgusted that they would dare to drink their own pee that had been upcycled in the suits.
Well, you know.
I was it was too much for my young brain to comprehend. I was disgusted.
Bear Grylls did it all the time. He even peed into a snake.
Jeez.
Yeah. That's like actually really bad, and you should never do that, by the way.
Well, yeah, in a survival situation, you do what you have to do to survive.
Okay, no, like in a survival situation, that's gonna make it worse.
Well, if your choice is drink your own urine or drink the stream water, that'll probably kill you.
Drink the stream water.
Stream water probably won't kill you. And it has much less ammonia. And it won't actually dehydrate you.
Don't cross the streams.
Don't cross the streams.
Don't do it.
Today I took one of the cutest pictures of my cat in the world. And I know that they're all really cute, but this was one of the cutest, so I'm going to post it.
Am I going to have to...
But I'm going to post it in the Dragon Chat, not the Discord.
Oh, on the Facebook?
Yeah.
I have new Facebook notifications, apparently.
Me too!
I can't imagine who'd give you that.
Yeah, who sent this
Oh,
Facebook
no.
notification?
Aw, look at the kitty.
I feel like I have to bring this up. Open image on new tab. There we go. Oh, we're gonna have to zoom this bitch in. There we go. Desktop mode. Oh, that's the wrong that's the wrong desktop. I hate when it does that. There we go. And desktop. There we go. Now everyone can see.
We can see the thing!
You can also see my green screen is I'm not currently lit up. So yeah, there's a thing.
It'll be fine.
Okay, we're in Riverview.
Riverview!
Yeah, so we're in Riverview. And I didn't come up with a map because I didn't really want to come up with a map. But needless to say, some of the buildings are quasi-unnamed. They're waiting for some characters to come up with a better name than I could. Except for the bar. The bar's named. So.
The bar has been named. That is nobody's business.
What's the bar's name? If we walk under it, because Quetzal will definitely go there first.
Yes, what
What
view
is
does it have?
what is the sign on the placard?
So the sign on the placard is what you guys had seen before. I think we said Cobble View. Because it's for the street. But, you might actually have to do some investigating to see what all the locals call the bar.
Oh, so there is something that the locals call the bar.
Do we have to play D&D?
Yeah, you're gonna actually have to play Pathfinder.
Yeah, you're gonna.
No, you don't have to play D&D, Travis.
But you do have to play Pathfinder.
Pathfinder.
Holy shit! They're making an Uncharted movie.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Sorry, I just logged into Twitch and that was the ad that popped up. And I was
Tom
like,
Holland's.
holy fuck!
Tom Holland's
I
as
don't
Nathan
know
Drake.
how I feel. I don't know how I feel about Nathan Drake having puberty squeaks, but
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
or Sully not being an old man.
Well, this is supposed to be young Nathan Drake before the games.
That's a smart move because A, they can tell a story they haven't told in the video game before, and B,
It allows him to grow
it-
into it.
yeah. They'll get an actor they can get for more than a few movies if it hits.
Yeah, then they can get 3 movies of Spider-Man and then he'll quit.
The old adage of what happened with the Highlander. You have to kill me. I can't look immortal anymore.
Well, that's because they didn't cast Paul Rudd.
I rolled a 13 to gather information.
Oh, I need to bring up Roll20, shouldn't I?
I mean, you can,
let's
you can pull up Roll20 if you want. I had it open, but then it was causing my computer to fritz, so I closed it.
All right, gathering information. It's diplomacy.
So I should say, so when you get to this town, it's this tiny little, it's got, for the most part, just like some timber buildings. It's not like a whole lot of brick or anything too crazy. there is a sign that looks relatively new. It's actually more. It seems more new than the buildings in it. That says "Welcome to Riverview." Next to that sign, there's also some pretty fresh signs on the buildings, which all pretty much denote them to being the view adjacent. So you've got the Stable View Inn, and you've got the Inn View Stables, etc.
The greatest city ever. I love this city.
Such a great city.
I just want to
And-
go to the house of the guy who lives next to the Johnsons.
Oh,
Johnson View?
about to go out.
You know,
I
you know
got
what? You know the
28.
biggest plus about this city is if you're like, I need to go to the hat shop, right? You can literally go to Hats View, and then once you make it to Hats View, you literally look from Hats View and go, "There's the hat shop."
Found it. Got him. The
I mean,
Google
it
Maps
is a
doesn't work
really
yet.
easy city to navigate.
Abadar View.
As you guys are walking, you'll notice that everyone seems to kind of know people. It's kind of like that scene out of Beauty and the Beast where Belle goes to the town and they're like, "Hey, I know you," and she's like saying hi, whatever. People are talking. You do notice that the bakery is not named with the same naming schemata. So it just has, a generic name.
Oh, people must not like going there.
Well, about that.
Uh-oh.
I mean, sorry, I shouldn't tease like that. It looks like a normal bakery. It's labeled bakery and then the person's name in front of it.
Oh,
But notably, it is different than the rest of the town.
I like baked
Is the
goods.
building- Is the building next to it called Douchebag View?
Nope, it's named after viewing the bakery. So,
douchebag
does this
View.
mean-
Baker's View Guard Tower.
So does this mean that everything in this town is named starting at the bakery?
So there, it doesn't seem to be the case because it's not one after another. It's oftentimes they're found in pairs.
The bakery is the nexus for the town.
That's what I'm thinking.
The whole nexus of the town is based around the bakery.
Well, I mean, sorry, character voice. Well, that being the case, they must have some excellent baked goods in here. To the bakery! And Kronk will follow his gut into the bakery.
Does anyone else follow Kronk? Does anyone else want to figure out what's going on in this bakery? It's pretty boring. Well, all right.
Dude, I want a fucking scone.
Yeah. Quetzal will follow.
What a scone.
I want a scone, man. I want a nice scone.
Kronk and his stone. Someone commissioned that.
Hell yeah, Krunk and his scones.
Oh man, dang it. I really should just make a t-shirt with a bunch of this stuff on it. So when you go to the bakery, you're greeted obviously by it's midday, so they've got everything turning out. There's a smell of fresh bread, and it's actually a pretty light atmosphere. There's a couple of other customers at the counter, and they're being served by an older short and stout couple. So it's a male and female couple. They're behind the counter, and they've got a bunch of flour on their faces and on their hands and on their aprons. But everyone's got smiles and doesn't seem to much mind some new people passing through.
Kronk will stride up to the. So is this? Is there a counter? Is there?
Yep, there's a little counter that they've got going on. It's obviously not a super in-depth venture, but it's kind of almost like a bar counter.
Oh, okay.
Where it's a half-serve area.
All right, so Kronk.
As you stroll up to it, you'd be greeted by the female one of the two, and she'd be like, "Just a second, hun. I'll get you in a minute."
Excellent. I will stand here and enjoy the smells of your bakery. And he will inhale mightily and expand his chest and go, that smells delicious.
All the patrons seem to really enjoy Kronk's attitude. They seem like they are fairly, I'm trying to think of how to word this. They seem sweeter than the patrons that you had seen just like on the street. Like it seems like a very close subsect of people who know each other very well, but they're also like the same type of like really clean shaven, clean spoken, almost like God-fearing types, I'll say. And they all just kind of like greet you. They like kind of give you some space so that Kronk can sit down with his patrons and all that stuff. And
nice.
Within a few minutes, the server gets back over to you, and she says, "I haven't seen you guys around here. You just passing through?"
For now, we are actually not entirely certain what we will be doing in this town. My gut has yet to tell us what we need to do, but it was my gut who led me here, and my nose that led me to your fine bakery. And so please tell me of these wonderful baked goods that you. Oh, they just smell so wonderful, and they look so crusty and delicious. And yes, I am from a seafaring people, and bread is not something that we have that is fresh and warm and squishy. Most of the bread that we have is dry and hard as tack. In fact, you might call it hard tack. Lasts for ages at sea, but not very tasty.
About halfway through Kronk's monologue, you can see her eyes go from the like, "Oh, I'm just totally fine with this," to like a, "Oh, he's a winded one, isn't he?" And she still maintains kind of like an upbeat, almost, I'm going to use Midwestern, even though you guys aren't from the Midwest, but like a Midwestern attitude. Very, Wisconsin cheesy. And she goes through and she starts with, well, if it's your gut that's talking to you, and she like shows Kronk a whole bunch of varieties of different baked goods. Certainly offers him whatever he'll take a peek at. She does seem like she pays a pretty close attention to like where your eyes fall, like on the little tray. She seems very attentive and picking up on some of those details to you guys.
Oh, nice, excellent. I mean, Kronk is going to look, because I think his eyes will first be drawn to the bread, just again from his seafaring days. But are there sweets there, like cookies?
So there seems to be like a couple of plain ones. They're very clearly iced with sugar, but the decorations on it, although they're fine, seem limited via ingredient variety. Does that make sense? So it's not like it's not like there's a lot of variety in it, but what is there is done well.
Kronk will, with one very large finger, point. Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat. Will point at one of the iced cookies and say, "This! Oh, that is obviously too delicate to be eaten, but it looks so beautiful."
She seems really flattered, and kind of you see her back up a little bit from the like, this guy's kind of long-winded, to like, oh, well, if he's going to be long-winded, at least he's long-winded about me. And she takes good pride in that. So she offers it to Kronk and says, "Don't worry, first one's free.
Kronk,
just for the cute ones."
Just for the cute one, all right. Kronk will take said cookie from her delicately and look at it with reverence, and will take a tiny, delicate bite out of it, which is very odd from him, and he'll munch on it thoughtfully, and then you see his eyes just go wide, and he puts the rest of the cookie in his mouth. "This is amazing! Oh, I've never had such delightful sweets in my life. This is and the crumbs, they are still in my beard and my mustache, and I love it, and I will be picking this up. Oh my good, good woman, you have made my day. You have brought joy to my. I must add you to my ode." And he brings out his parchment and his quill, and he starts scribbling furiously about this wonderful cookie that he just had.
At this point, the husband baker comes over and he kind of like puts his hand on the back of his wife, and just very proudly kind of is just like, "Yep, this is me." He kind of like puffs out his chest, and they both have like a really nice rosy cheek kind of scenario as well too.
Aw,
And you guys
how
can't help
sweet.
but wonder why their place is the only one that's not named Funny, and they seem like genuinely nice people.
I mean,
So what
I'm gonna be
makes them
perfectly
weird?
honest. If there's gonna probably have to be somebody else to ask that question, because right now Kronk is just enamored by this cookie, and he's just like, "What rhymes with cookie?" You just see him kind of like just furiously scribbling down new lines into his ode, adding the baker couple and their wonderful baked delights.
And
into
there's
this
honestly,
epic
there's
poem.
nothing wrong with not being curious about it either. These seem like generally nice people. You probably don't have a whole lot of like, why?
Did anybody else come in with me, or is it just me?
No, I'm here too. I'm just watching you bemused. And Kronk, let's see, rookie, bookie, hooky. There's a lot of things that rhyme with cookie.
Oh yes, yes. Thank you, Quetzal. As always, you are an immeasurable source of help, my good fellow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm partial to nookie as well. But you know, if you want to keep it PG.
PG.
Personally grounded.
Yeah, the you know, the rating system we use for theatrical performances.
Oh yes, we call that RF Ren Fair, after somebody named Ren and his festival. I don't know. Ren Fair 13. You have to have seen at least 13 winters to understand some of the more ribald pieces of humor.
On my neighborhood in Humensburg, RF stands for something very, very different.
Humensburg.
Humensburg.
Does Quetzal actually say that aloud? Because that's definitely going to get a little look.
Oh yeah,
Humensburg.
absolutely.
I feel like in any town in the world that would let him get away with Humensburg, it is the View Town where everything is named after the building next to it.
That's the best thing ever.
This is probably the most likely of city for that to work. Ah, Humensburg. That must be next to Dwarven Land. Halfling Hole.
Don't get me started on Gnome Home.
Gnome Home. Oh, God, not Gnome Home. They blew the roof off Gnome Home once.
Well, yes, of course. It was an amazing story, but that's why they all had to go to Dwarven Hole.
Oh, guys.
It was a weird situation.
God, you know, but it's too dangerous to go to that neighborhood of Orksburg.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Orksburg.
Orksburg.
Fair, but you're also in an establishment. Even if you wanted to say that you could get away with it in the town, you're also in the only establishment in the town that's not named in that name frame. So you're going to get a little bit of weird looks, but no more more significant than what they were already looking at Kronk like. So
Kronk is a beacon of joviality. He's used to getting stares all the time. He's like, yeah, it's just part of my charm. What can I say? Yeah. But all right. Well, if no one's gonna ask the question, I mean, Kronk will, just because I think it's funny. So Kronk will finish. We'll scribble down a couple of lines, and then he'll kind of look, and it's almost as though it has just occurred to him, and he kind of sticks his head out, and he looks at the sign for the shop, and he looks at the other signs down the road, and he goes, "Huh. All right. Strange question. Your shop is named differently than everybody else in town. We have only been here for a short amount of time. Like I said, my gut brought me here to your fabulous bakery. But is your bakery the start of the town, and therefore everything is named as to next to the bakery, next to the bar that's next to the bakery, etc., etc., etc.?
So the prompt gets a lighthearted eye roll that actually brings down the mood just a titch from the wife, and she kind of laughs like to the side and is just like, no, we just really didn't agree with what the rest of them were doing, so we just kept it the same.
That's fair enough. I mean, I think I think the naming your bakery as a bakery is a fabulous idea, because it's certainly less confusing than looking and going, oh, this is a tavern. No. The tavern is named for the thing that's next to it. It's very confusing. Versus if I go to a place that's called bakery, I know that I'm going to a bakery. So yes, I absolutely agree that you have done the right thing.
Well, it's precisely why they thought it was the wrong thing that they thought it was so funny to rename the rest of them.
Whoa. So they renamed it after you named this place bakery?
You mean the rest of the town, hun?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's only happened here in the last couple of years.
Whoa. And what's your name?
They introduced themselves as Camilla and Ash.
Camilla, Ash. Well, my name is Quetzal. So you decided to name your bakery, but not like Camilla and Ash's famous treats, or delicious delectables by Camilla and Ash, or what? Just bakery. I mean, I like it. It says what it does on the tin. But then a couple of years ago, everybody else was like, in the ultimate troll maneuver, I'm just going to name everything about what it's next to.
She kind of laughs at you calling it a troll maneuver, and she agrees, even though she's not familiar with that slang. She says, yes, absolutely. They did it just to be annoying.
It seems like, hey, this whole place doesn't happen to be run by Fae, are they?
No, they just did it after Flint came into power.
Oh, who's Flint?
The new electorate. It's like the equivalent of like a mayor.
Forgive us. We're new to your town.
Pretend I'm an idiot.
Could you repeat, Kronk? Sorry.
Oh, no, I mean, it was basically, I think Quetzal said it better. Quetzal basically said, pretend we're idiots, and explain to us what that is. Kronk just tried to say the same thing, just slightly more diplomatically, which was, pardon us, we're new to your town. What does that mean?
Oh, it's just, like someone they send from the city to be in charge.
Ah, so somebody from the old capital city, eh? Came sent somebody to just like start stirring up everything.
He's a plain man, and the rest of the town just thought they would mess with him.
Ah, plain men often do get messed with, yes. So after this person leaves power, they're planning on changing everything back?
You'd have to ask them.
Oh, but
we're just here doing the same thing.
You'll keep. Was this place named something else before it was named Bakery?
No, this has been the Bastion's Bakery for a long time. As long as we've been doing this together, and they do kind of like a little hip bump together, and they're a really cute team. I love them.
Oh.
Ah, okay, I understand. So Reverie sent Flint here to kind of keep an eye on things and to govern the town. Flint's a simple man, and so everybody would wanted to help him out, so to speak, by just telling him what everything is next to. Seems a little like
it was because he renamed the town.
Oh, Riverview. Oh, what was the name? It was Bastion before?
It was derived from the Old Elvish. It was Arunda Phil.
Ah, Arunda Phil.
Wanted to see if I spoke Elvish and knew what that meant, and the answer is no. No, I do not speak Elvish.
Well, that's good because I hadn't used an Elvish translator to make it, so it probably would translate into like a really bad tattoo name.
No,
Yes, the bad tattoo.
Quetzal does speak Elvish.
There
This is the part where I just say it's Elvish for Riverview, right?
Yep, that's
it
exactly
is.
what it is.
Perfect.
It's actually Elvish for chicken noodle soup, but you know.
For the tattoo.
That was the first when I googled bad tattoo translation. That was the first one that came up. A Chinese tattoo that reads chicken noodle soup.
Oh God.
That's awesome, and I love it.
So Sig walks in at this point.
You could tell that it means like a winding river, or like where the river bends.
Okay.
Kronk, how is the bakery in here?
Oh, my friend, it is phenomenal. You must try one of these sweet discs. Have you? I apologize. I don't know what they're called. What do you call these miniature wonders of flavor and delight?
She laughs and she just says, "We call it a cookie."
A cookie. Such a simple name for such an extraordinary piece of culinary delight. Oh, the
ma'am.
sweetness, it dances upon my tongue.
This might be a strange request, but do you
Oh,
happen to
her name's
have
Camilla. Camilla, this is Siegfried.
do you happen to have
Pleasure to meet you,
a
hon.
dessert treat that inspires joy and happiness?
I mean, other than a cookie?
I'm thinking
I mean,
about
this
I'm thinking
cookie
about
has
giving
made
it to
me pretty
Heyu.
joyful and
Okay,
happy.
I figure if we feed it to Heyu, maybe it might get him out of his funk that he's been in the past couple days.
Hey, I don't mean to.
That's a good idea.
I'm no doctor. I do know a lot about the healing arts, but I am a bartender and not a doctor.
Well, that's what I'm hoping.
and-
We'll start with a dessert treat. We'll go from there.
well,
Sounds
I
like
just-
the line from Star Trek, right? Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a bartender.
I just wanted to point out that I think that I saw Hey You like talking to himself, but in a theatrical way. Maybe like he was rehearsing a one-man show.
Well, but anyway, do you happen to have anything that inspires joy and happiness, mirth?
Do you think
I mean, this cookie is pretty damn good.
I believe we're beyond Cookie to fix him.
Have you guys seen the Dragon Prince? She goes and gets you a jelly tart.
Yes, the jelly tart!
How much
Also,
do I
I love
owe
that
you for
show.
this?
She waves her hand and just gives the first one for free. It seems like she probably loses a lot of business this way, but it's fine.
Does she have
The
any
secret
signs
ingredient is
for
cocaine.
gold, like cost?
I don't really develop any because they're all pretty small little things that she's got. At least for the ones that you guys have partaken in. Now, if you wanted to buy like some of the really hearty like full meal style breads, you'd have to pay for those. I'd make you pay for those, but
I still
for
like.
the purposes, you can pay her the small little bit that it would have been, but it doesn't really affect your account.
Okay. Well, I'm going to pay her a stupid amount because I don't know human economics, so I flip her a gold.
Yeah, Kronk was about to do the same thing.
She kind of giggles, but then hands you change back.
No, I've already walked out with the tart.
I'll take the change.
Yeah,
Hey,
sorry.
we have a lot of
Quetzal's like, "Please."
inflation in Humans,burg.
Oh, man.
And I will go outside up to Heyu and offer him the tart in hoping that it will help him come back around.
I just get this like image of him, like, you know, when people don't wear the right size jacket outside and they're freaking cold, standing outside for like a concert venue and they're doing the little like shaky huddle thing. I just see him doing that, but now with a tart.
Oh, the tart.
But yeah, so
I
the
love it.
bakery is like a quiet, lively down the street, like the inn's also pretty quiet. There's some hustle and bustle about what appears to be the bar, but other than that, it seems not exactly like a like a busy shopping street or anything like that. Everyone's pretty chill. Sorry, excuse me. Everyone's pretty chill. Also, I don't really want to roleplay Dustin's character because
Fair enough.
I'm trying to give him an in when he comes back. We have tarts handed to him and all kinds of things.
there you go. Dustin, enjoy your one.
Here are
old
some
tart.
starts.
Here's starches. Everyone loves starches.
Dude,
I
starches
think
fill
Dustin
the
would greatly
sadness in
enjoy
my
a tart.
heart.
The tart to fill your heart, Dustin.
It is the tart to fill your heart.
Put that in your song, Croc.
Yes. What one of the memes that pops up every so often in my Facebook feed is my science professor or my biology professor asked what the role of carbohydrates is, and filling the hole in my heart is apparently not the right answer.
I like it.
There is a reason I have gained like 10 pounds during COVID, okay?
B for two, girl. B for two.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, all right. So, Kronk
Did you want
also
those potions? Those potions were.
What's
what
up?
were the potions?
You guys had taken like 10 potions.
Yeah,
from that place.
I had the thing.
All right, you ready?
Oh, you have them? Okay, cool. Ready.
I mean, I came up with the random ones
Cool.
today.
Yay!
So there's 2 that function like Shield of Faith.
Shield.
There's 3 that function as Cure Light Wounds.
We cure light wounds.
There's 1 that works as Purify Food and Drink.
1 purify food drink.
2 that work as though Mage Armor.
2 mage armor.
1 that works as though it's Sanctuary out of the core rulebook, not the one that's the secondary rulebook. And the last one is a single one of Hide from Undead.
Cool. So our only person who doesn't wear armor is the summoner, right?
I think so. I mean, I've got armor.
So I would just hand the 2 mage armors over to him.
Summoners wear armor.
Oh, never mind then. We'll sell those bitches at some point.
I think it said they were 25 gold each.
Yeah. Either that or we'll hand it to someone at some point. Oh, I'm sure we'll find a place for it. All right, got it.
Yeah,
Does
I just
Quetzal
figured that
wear?
was fitting.
Everyone wears armor.
Okay.
Well, this way, when you're naked, you can still have some protection.
Yes.
Quetzal wears armor. Yeah.
The name of
I mean,
the potion is
Kronk wears
Trojan.
pants.
It's the Trojan potion.
Oh god.
Oh yes, I love it. That's
I
awesome.
thought that's what sanctuary's for.
No, there's no sanctuary in the Trojan potion.
Oh my god. That's gonna go on the shirt. Hang on.
Trojan potion.
There's no sanctuary in the Trojan potion.
I love it.
Okay. Potion. Wait.
Did you guys want to roll to like overhear any of the gossip that was going on in that place?
1/10.
I mean, Kronk's probably at this point he is furious. Well, I think he's done writing and waxing poetic about cookies. So yeah, he'll give it a roll. Let's see. This is first ed. So it's going to be Perception?
Perception is perfect.
All right, let's do that.
You're gonna have to tell me what you rolled, PS, because I don't have the one thing open.
Are they
No worries. I got a
just
nat
so-
1, so that is a 10.
Okay.
just so I know, are those the base level or are they? Or
Are you asking if they're caster levels?
yeah.
You can have them be cast level 3s.
Okay.
I think the only one that needs to be level 3 is the Shield of Faith one, maybe? One of them needs to be level 3. I forget which one it is.
No problem.
But they can all be level 3. Kronk is so absorbed in his cookie, he doesn't really hear a lot of the gossip.
Oh yeah,
The cookie
he's
is his
like,
gossip.
the cookie is my gossip.
The dice knew what he was doing at that point.
Yes.
They're like, get out of here, Heather. Kronk's not hearing shit.
Kronk ain't hearing fuck all at this point.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Let's see how I do. Oh yeah. Ooh, not. That's actually pretty good for -2. 15.
Sure. You kind of overhear them when you bring up the new mayor, son chittering and chattering about how he's just kind of like, they don't like how he's been running the town. They're like, he doesn't actually like interact with anyone. He's just like a homebody, whatever. Like, what does he really do except for collect taxes?
Sounds like a mayor.
Well, at least he's, working hard to improve infrastructure or keeping your borders safe or something.
They seem to just kind of like dismiss it. They're like, you're travelers, you don't know.
Yeah, you're right. We don't. Are there any? We're always on the lookout for ways to earn money. Are there any jobs that need doing?
They kind of look at you. They don't seem to really have a great answer for you, though.
Any lost cats or no? Okay.
Anyway, cats
Anything stuck up a tree?
No, they're like, life is pretty quiet here. Aside from hang on, let me go pull their name up.
Do it.
Aside from the reckless.
The reckless. Who are they?
They're the ones that thought it was a funny idea to rename the town this way anyway.
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest, they weren't wrong.
Kronk will be treated as though that opinion's not the majority opinion where he is right now.
That's perfectly fine. I'm still enjoying my cookie.
That's fair.
Nom 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 nom.
So
That's like the only part of the roleplay that I want to hear from now on. Ready? I just want the chewing noises. Nom, 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 nom. What's that cat? The cat noise? Nyang, 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 nyang. All right, so where to next, adventurers? Because you might have to drag Kronk out of the bakery.
Well, should we try to find these reckless and ask them why they chose to rename the town like this?
That would be fun.
That might also, give us a hint into what we are trying to find out, because it might be a cause.
I didn't know if we were trying to find out anything here. We were on our way towards the capital, right?
Well, but in general, we could still find things along the way that gives us hints.
I prefer not to do my learning all at once. You're right. Let's look around.
Hang on, because I need to write that down too. I prefer not to do all my learning all at once. Okay, so a general look-see around.
General
Yeah.
look-see. I
Okay.
salute.
So there's a couple of places of interest. The inn, it's pretty quiet at the inn. There's like a lone older gentleman who runs it. He's pretty quiet and soft spoken. He has plenty of rooms for you guys if you wanted to stay. He offers them wholeheartedly. The church is for a lion deity, and you're gonna hate me for the name, but I don't even give a flying fuck because it's from Fullmetal Alchemist. It's called Lior.
Oh, nice.
And the stables, they have. Oh, sorry, I should say, it doesn't take but like 3 brain cells to tell that it's a lawful good lion deity. The stables, they seem like they have some pretty well trained work horses. The riding horses are a little bit slim, but there are horses if you wanted to purchase horses. There's a general store. It's got rations and some basic supplies. The lady who owns it is kind of sassy. She seems almost like what you'd expect out of like a bartender or barkeep, where she's like, meh. But she seems kind enough. There's a potion store where it's someone who's like, it's like their side hustle, so it's not like the main thing that they do, but they have some basic entry level potions, some like magical knickknacks, but most of this stuff is really just like kind of like illusion-y stuff. So like there's a stone that kind of like it'll disappear if you hold it a certain way and then reappear, like a little magic trick almost. But
Sounds
it's not like
Sounds like gnome shit.
yeah, but it's not like here's a wand full of crazy fireball spell. It's just the easy stuff.
Leo, the lion deity, is lawful good, celestial or demonic?
It is celestial.
All right.
The bakery that we talked about, that's fine. And then there's also like a tannery for like leather stuff. It's staffed by kind of a grumpy older guy. He doesn't seem as though he's super interested in talking a whole lot. He just is like, "Are you here for something? If not, get out. Like, if you don't need me, bye." There's also quite a few farmsteads as well too. So there's different citizens that do like herding type. So you've got like cows and goats. You also have ones that are doing like chickens, sheep, and like a rotation of crops as well too. Most of those are kind of weirdly centered, where it's like the homes for them are pretty close, but the fields are like centered behind those houses. So like it keeps them pretty centralized rather than kind of spread them out to like the outskirts of the town. The most hopping place is going to be the bar. And so if that seems like it's going to be your attraction, it's there's lots of patrons in there, even though it's only midday. They seem as though they're a very like close-knit group. It's primarily men, all with like heavy bearding and kind of like a rough and tumble attitude. You'd have a hard time telling whether or not they're farmers, or if they are in some sort of other type of profession, blacksmithing, things like that. But they definitely there's no string beans in the group is what I'm going to try and say. There are a couple of girls in there too, but they're outnumbered almost like 10-1. You can think of a very similar scenario to like almost like a biker club as well too. It's about that ratio.
I am. Kronk is looking for anybody who is sporting farmersonly.com paraphernalia, just to see if he can figure out who's the farmers.
Farmersonly.com.
You don't have to
But
be
what if
lonely
it's over at the
with
armory, and
farmersonly.com.
then it could be farmersonly.com?
Hey, it could be armoriesonly.com. You don't have to be lonely at armoriesonly.com either.
Guardsonly.com. Just guards dating guards.
It's a very niche dating pool here.
God, this is the weirdest city. You got like this view and that view and this view, and then you have people only dating people of their only specific professions. It's like, well, I only date farmers. You know, because my farm needs another farmer.
That's why there are so many more farms than other things. They can't all be cool and have a side hustle or sensei. That's the general rundown. If you wanted to find a place, then do some investigating, I'd be happy to let you know more about the place.
I like investigating. What should I do to investigate? Guide my hand.
Now that my belly is full.
Yes.
Guess I can take the Crocs groans of deliciousness down off the street now.
No, leave it. I'll treat you like a dog. Leave it. Leave it.
Leave it.
What?
Brief interjection. Have you guys seen the video where it's the girl and she's got like this Australian Shepherdy looking dog outside, and she just goes up to him and he looks all guilty over at her and she's like, "What do you have in your mouth? What do you have in your mouth?"
Yes, I
And
love
it's the
that
freaking
video.
bug. Oh, lit.
Not just any bug. It's a fucking cicada, and you hear it like buzzing in the dog's mouth, and that's why the woman's going, "What have you got, dude? That can't be comfortable." And the dog's got like this guilty, like, "I know I did something wrong," and at one point she goes over and she tries to open the dog's mouth, and the cicada, yells. And so the woman, rightly so, kind of jumps back like, "What the shit?" But then she does get the dog's mouth open, and the cicada is able to just kind of like, flop out onto the ground. But yeah, it is a weird, funny video that makes me go, "Why, dog? Why?"
Yeah, I freaking love that video. It gets me every time.
Because cats have the saying, "If it fits ice, it sits," whereas dogs have the saying, "If it fits, it's shits."
Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
I've never heard that before, and I'm stealing it.
I just made that shit up.
Oh my god.
Fits, I shits.
It needs to be on the t-shirt. But it doesn't have anything to do with Pathfinder. Oh well, too bad.
Welcome
Too
to playing.
bad.
It has everything to do with Pathfinder. Welcome to Pathfinder, where side banter is what tabletop is all about.
Hell yeah.
We're not
So in
professionals.
second edition, androids do not. So in first edition, androids don't eat, sleep, or breathe. In second edition, they do. They eat, sleep, and breathe. So if androids eat, they must also poop. And so today we decided that androids poop in perfect cubes.
Oh my god.
So do androids
Oh,
do
they're like the-
perfect sleep sheep,
is it?
and androids do poop perfect cubes.
The wombat is what you're thinking of.
Yes, the wombat. Thank you.
Glorified wombatosis.
Oh my god.
All right, yeah. So I definitely, Kronk would like to investigate the town a little bit more and see what he finds out. He will see what his gut will tell him about the town, and see where his gut tells him he should go next. He will stand in the middle of a street and go, "Okay, gut, north, east, south, or west," and he will spin in a circle.
I think we should go check out that church.
Which way is the church?
Oh,
You can head towards the church.
To the whorehouse.
All right, we will head to the church. All right, to the church.
To the church.
Alright. To the church.
Just
Let's
next
head to the church. All of a sudden, Kronk has become Boston.
Honestly, Boston Kronk, I'd be totally here for it.
Oh God.
I'm gonna take the car to Harvard Yard.
You can't park there, but it's got smart park. It's fine.
Oh,
No,
Boston Kronk.
That just hurt.
Croc.
Kronk, you know what I want one day? I want to come up to a house, and
He
when I
wants a
honk the
sausage and
horn,
pepperoni
I
sausage
want
and
you
mushroom
not to
pizza.
come out. That'll be my happiest moment.
He wants a sausage and mushroom pizza.
I like the sausage pizza.
Have you seen
I
the
don't
meme?
know, now that, yeah. The meme? I don't think so.
The meme. The sausage and mushroom pizza meme. Hang on, we gotta interject for
My
this.
favorite
I don't
pizza.
know how Sid can live so close to Boston and have such a terrible Boston accent.
I know, I know.
No, Sig.
I don't live close to Boston.
He's
You
like
live
6
closer
hours.
to Boston than anyone else here.
Yeah, there's
Heather
two
used to
cities
live-
between me and them.
Heather
There's
and
a
I
lot
used
of
to
cities
live in,
between Boston and us over here, okay? This fucking video gets me, dude.
To be fair,
Okay, so
with
to be fair,
traffic,
you
we
also
could
have to
probably
be
beat
really
him there.
punch drunk to enjoy this video. So I'm so sorry if you're not punch drunk enough to enjoy this video, but please just channel your inner punch drunk and then let me know.
Fair
It's very
enough.
short. I'll post in the Discord
Yay, Discord.
for posterity.
For posterity.
for posterior.
All right, the sausage and mushroom pizza.
I think it's more of a New Jersey thing, right?
It's definitely more of a Jersey thing. Jersey or New York, where it's like, I'm just going to yell at you until I get what I want.
It makes me laugh so bad. And it's so hard because like YouTube wants to loop it for you. And so it's like it keeps happening and you know it's gonna happen. But because your brain says it first and then he says it, it's just, I don't know. Something in it just tickles the endorphins the right way for me. Gotta get a sausage and mushroom pizza.
Jesus Christ. I wish I could play it.
Why can't you play it?
To DMCA. All I need is some idiot to claim me.
You can't play it on like another screen.
I could play it, but it won't have any audio.
You can't play it on like I know that.
Oh my
you
god!
Have, like,
hang on,
four
I'll fix
computers
this.
there.
I'll send it to your phone. I'm not kidding.
That's the issue. Is it's just like
No, here, exist with me.
exist with me. Oh God.
Yeah. You can't just not be part of this. Let me know when it goes. You got a minute.
Well, I'm gonna.
Is creator level DMCA a thing on Twitch?
Oh, wow.
I thought it
know.
was. I thought DMCA on Twitch was like all corporate level
No.
DMCA.
Nope. All I need is some idiot. Like if this was like if this video was, let's say if this video, right, was shared by what's one of those like Vine level services?
Oh, where they steal people's vines because
Correct.
they had
Because it blew
they, like,
up
paid
and
for it and then they do the copyright on it.
yeah. All I need is for one of those companies to share it, and then they'll just say, "Yep, this is ours," and then bam, done. I had that happen with a couple videos.
Makes me wonder how they do the. Can they not do like the watch YouTube with viewers now thing? Because that's lame.
Well, it depends on what it is. So like the new League of Legends Netflix, when that comes out the release date, they're doing a watch party that like anyone can stream it. But it comes out to the person who owns the rights and created it makes the decisions what happens to it. But even then, if I don't know if you remember back to Monster Hunter when I had to create the fake porn, the deal with that DMCA.
yeah.
No, true story. The eating scenes from Monster Hunter back in the day used to flag a DMCA because the creator of Monster Hunter was playing on a podcast, the Monster Hunter, and basically the one section they have him, he goes to get food, and they go, oh yeah, this one section is from our podcast, and they were flagging me over and over again. So I literally pixelated the video and threw porn music over top of it, and literally was sitting there going,
Oh yeah, so good.
and it was that's what I did to get around the DMCA on that one.
That's awesome.
There was some singer, like a major band, who wrote the music, sung the music, owned the music, and somebody was copyright claiming him on Twitch for playing the music that he wrote, owned, and performed.
What the heck?
It was some label that was doing it, and
Okay, being from New Jersey, that is definitely New York. That is New York Italian right there. There we go. That's
yeah,
my-
there's not nearly enough shooting for New Jersey Italian.
Oof.
Oof.
I had shared, I hope you don't mind, I had shared that burn story you had told me with a medical professional earlier today.
No, that's
Because we were talking about apparently how there's like a new skin grafty thing they can do for humans where they use a technique that they used in vitro fertilization, and they use it to grab like a full thickness punch from a human, and then it like octopus tentacles out keratinized cells to be coverage for burn patients, both pediatric and adult. And it improves the survivability because I guess after 30% of your body gets burned, your mortality is like it's like 45%.
Yep.
It's like a 65% survival. But then this boosts it up to 85%. So she was all excited about it.
That's good.
That's really cool. The most recent burn stuff that I saw was using tilapia skin.
I was just about ready to say that.
I had said that because that's what I thought about it in like vet med, and then like she and I were talking about the differences and stuff because in vet med you can do some pretty cool flap techniques and you can't do that in people. So like the fact that you could flap a dog, so like you remove an entire thing on its side, or say it's in a vehicle accident and you have to like take away a bunch of necrotic skin on the side, you can literally take their belly fat skin, like the little like flap, and you just move it to their side. And then they have a nipple over by the shoulder, but they're fine. It's kind of cool, in my opinion.
Shoulder nipple.
I like it.
Shoulder nipple would
Not
make
only
women coats
shoulder nipple,
weird.
but also if the dog gets pregnant later on in life and has a shoulder nipple, they can lactate from the shoulder nipple.
What the? Oh my God.
Lactating shoulder nipple makes coats weird.
Oh God. Oh man, I could if that actually worked in human med, that would be like something awful. Like woman gets pregnant, and then like afterwards she's like going, pregnancy's done, but she's still lactating. She goes and like throws the put on her purse, and it just rubs the nipple the wrong way, and all of a sudden her shoulders are like wet, and she's like, "Fuck."
Lactating shoulder nipple was
need to
the name of my
destigmatize
sub
that.
bed.
My damn shoulder nipple. Oh man. All right, so we are in the middle of a
Yeah,
town
so
square.
digressing from shoulder nipple. You wanted what? The church, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. The church is a little quaint church. Holy
Whoa.
shit, sorry. That was probably really loud.
Okay.
Huh? Oh yeah, I'm using my tablet PC for this, and apparently it decided to have the back collapse, so it's fine. But it sounded probably way loud. So the church in the city is pretty small, but the little facets on the outside are well kept. The main deity of it is like a little lion head figurine, and as you like go up to the door, the the pews are pretty empty, but there is like a little priest that's shorter than most people. But he's kind of bustling around like with cleaning and candles and stuff. It's not like he's got like a whole bunch of people helping him with it. It's really just like him kind of taking care of this church.
I'll walk in and I'll say, "Hi, how are you doing?"
He flusters a little bit. He's like, well, hello.
How come whenever I go into a church, no one expects anybody to come in? Has
Well,
faith
service
been
isn't
everybody-
until tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
See,
okay.
we're obviously a day early.
The last church I went into, there was they were just flummoxed that anybody would even want to go into one.
Oh, you're
Can't
telling me.
lie.
I mean, despite my burning desire to go in, I wasn't able to.
Hey, but you came into this one. That's good.
Yeah.
Technically, the last little church you went into, you got locked in. Technically.
That's true.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just shut the door.
So, are you the only priest of this temple, or are you the senior priest, or?
He does a quick little nod. He seems like he's like a really mousy man. So it's like everything he does is kind of flustery. He definitely seems. You can't help but think like when you look at him that he doesn't seem to represent the god of the church, because the god is a lawful good lion deity that's like representative of obviously courage and pride. This guy's like almost the exact opposite.
Now, this church, is it named the way that everything else in the town names?
Yep. This is the Angels View Church.
Yeah, because it's right next to the whorehouse.
Yup.
Oh, is that why it's called that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What did it used to be called? Just curious. Before Flint came to town.
It was just named after the god. It was just the Temple of.
So, how long have you been a believer of the
Leor.
Leor?
So he, not to be a bitch about it, but it's you're putting the accent on the wrong syllable. It's
Oh,
Leor,
no.
but that's because that's how it's pronounced in FMA. So sorry about it.
Leor?
The accent's on the or. So he kind of like pushes up his spectacles, and you can see like as he comes over to you guys, like the light as it kind of falls on his face. He's an aged man, and he kind of just it's like, well, I've been a follower since I was just even a little lad, but I've been here and helping these people for like maybe the last 2 decades.
That is admirable of you.
He doesn't say anything in response to that, but he gives like a little head gesture, like a nod.
And I don't mean to be rude or anything, but you seem like an aged man. Who do you have waiting in the wings for the next generation?
Yeah, he looks a little flustered by your comment. He's like, I haven't really thought of that yet.
It's never too early to consider the next generation. That's what I say. Hey, Siegfried. Looks like there's a post going to open up here in, like, I don't know, 30 years or so.
Oh, you are the pastor. I am the defender. This is more your wheelhouse than mine.
No, my real house is down the street at Cobblesview.
Oh,
Well, it's so nice to Leor, the celestial lion deity. How many people in this town come to services on the reg?
I'd say a fair number of them. A fair number.
Okay, well, congratulations. You're the first, active
church we've
ministry
come across.
that's come across it since we've started our travels. That's awesome.
Every church we've come across has had only 1 or 2 followers, so the fact that you have more than 2 is astonishing.
Yeah. And
You look
now that
a little
there's
quizzical about that.
now that there's like a super evil chaos elder god that's been released into the
Are you
world.
actually saying this, or are you like out of character saying this?
No, I'm saying it. Your church will be more than ever. It'll be necessary for people to like cling to the faith to protect them against some weird chaos spider beast that definitely got released into the world somehow.
He kind of sputters at you. He's just like, I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I'm just delivering a warning. I mean, it's not like it wasn't a threat or anything. It's just I just want to make sure that people know that, hey, be on the lookout for some strange elder thing.
How learned are you of your opponent's religions?
Nazal Ghul.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that name in a long time, not since seminary.
Tell us about it.
I'm sorry?
Well, we came across some books, and the books spoke of this being released. And we are concerned, and hopefully it's not true, but unfortunately, from what we read, it looks like it is true. And so, is there any possibility of this?
Do you have those books?
We left them there. I did not want to touch them.
What was wrong with them? If
There
is information that needs to be shared, it needs to be shared.
I don't do the... And I hold my fingers up and wiggle them. I don't do the magic thing. I can't tell if something is cursed or not, and I'm not about to futz with things I do not understand.
You've already read it. So do you not think that that's enacting a curse? Do you know how curses work?
No, I don't. That's why I didn't bring it with me.
Either way, it'd be terribly strange for anything to visit the mortal plane. They haven't, as far as the books have told us, since before the dragons.
So this demon spider thing is before the dragons?
Rephrase question.
This demon spider thing is before the dragons?
Oh, I love sarcasm.
No,
Okay,
I
sure.
don't know. I don't know how else to rephrase it.
Yes, all of the gods came before dragons fought the war. The religions were established prior to the war.
Ah.
I have a question about that.
He turns to look at you.
Why did Leor allow the dragons war to happen?
Ooh, an excellent question.
They
Gronk is
can't
taking notes.
determine fate. They only help us determine how to live. And this is one of the first times that he seems as though he can actually give you a little reason and not stutter.
Yeah, I always thought that the gods were either unaware it was happening, aware but unable to stop it, aware but unwilling to stop it, or deliberately caused it. I mean, that seems like the only four options that exist.
So, what option did your god say as he looks at your outfit?
Oh, I'm pretty sure he was aware but unable to stop it. I think the gods have their limits.
Exactly, I think the same thing.
I'm sorry, what was your name?
This is Cassius.
Cassius. My name is Quetzal. It's so nice to meet you.
We seem to always skip that pleasantry whenever
It's
we
true.
meet someone new.
I mean, ultimately, it just gives me time to look up and decide a name for them, so.
We're kind of rude boys.
No.
Kronk says as he still has cookie crumbs in his beard.
Absolutely, he's going to be munching on those for a while. Oh, there's one right there. Kronk has been quiet most of this time because he's just like shoveling muffins into his mouth.
He's got the mouth.
Everybody else left, and he like plunked down like a couple of gold on the counter and was just like, "What can I buy with this?" And he walks
It's
out
like-
with like shopping bags full of
Dude,
muffins.
it's like when Harry Potter realizes that he has that entire thing at Gringotts.
Mom and Dad was
"Have
super
we?"
rich. Nice.
What?
Yep,
Well, it's,
that
like,
is-
it's not even that. It's just like, well, how much can this get me? And everyone just looks at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I think
that
it was
is
just.
basically exactly what happened.
I think it was just life insurance payoff.
Oh man, to go from the poorest person in the world to
I mean, you know it
uber
was
rich.
for them being Aurors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Auras have good life insurance policies.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
You'd think there would be a high premium on that because of what happens to them most of the time.
Well, thank you so much for this. This was enlightening. Leor, the lion deity. Very first time I've ever been in here, which is awesome. And
And you
it's
said
so
there's
nice to know you have
a sermon
congregation.
tomorrow?
There is.
I will not be here, but thank you very much. Oh, and please do tell your faithful to be on the lookout for some strange, bizarre spider elder god thing.
I will pray that you are wrong.
I too will pray, but
Oh boy. When the
I'm definitely
paladin
not.
starts being
I'll say
sarcastic
as I
about
leave.
praying, you know it's a problem.
I'm wrong about a lot of things, but not this thing. Man, that thing is burned into my memory, and I'll walk away.
The book? The book is burned into his memory?
I do have some question though. Do you know how to help our friend here as I point to Hey You?
Nobody can help him until 2 weeks from now.
I mean he's seen some shit, and I mean I don't know if we left him with you, do you think you'd be able to get him out of his funk?
He looked into the 8 eyes of an elder god. That's what's wrong with him. We gotta get going.
Shit.
He says that if he wants to stay, he can stay.
What do you think, Hey You? You
There's a
want
room
to
in the back.
stay here and just relax?
Sure, we'll have
Oil
you
can! Oil can!
Oil can.
There we go. I've
What?
created another way for him to role play himself back into it. Yes.
There you go.
Oil can.
Oil can.
What?
It's
What's
a Wizard
that
of Oz
mean?
reference.
It's 100-year-old reference, Kelly. It's fine.
Well, I mean, I could understand it from that, but I just don't understand why it applies.
Because he couldn't talk at first, and he was asking Dorothy to find the oil can to oil him so he could talk.
Okay. Okay. I
I'm
guess that makes sense.
I'm proud I got that reference.
I am also impressed.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not 100 years old. Almost. 1939.
Almost. We're getting there. So we
When
leave.
was
Hey,
the original book written?
Wait, no.
No, the
How
movie.
long ago?
It's 82 or 1939.
39?
yeah, 39.
Oh my god.
That means that we're only like 17 years
From Wizard of
from
Oz
the-
being 100 years
Oh my
old.
god, no. That's not possible. I refuse
So
to admit this.
when was the book written? If the oil can reference was in the book, it's more than 100 years old.
What? What? I mean, oil's been around since like a long time ago.
All of Disney's movies were stole from books. So,
this was an MGM movie.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't stolen from a book.
Well, the good news is that means Gone with the Wind is about to become 100 years old too. Because that came out the same year.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
But
Nice. We should go. We should go over to the other Angel View.
I
You
mean,
mean the
let's.
whorehouse?
It's like a two Denny's town. There's the Denny's and then the good Denny's.
So which was this one then?
It remains to be seen.
It was
Then we
a
should go
Denny's.
find out.
Nah, I'm just joking. I have no interest in engaging the services of a lady of the evening. We should head over to the bar. That's where all adventures happen. Or we could go to the mayor's house where they will have definitely...
I mean, there's also another option that we could send Kronk in to speak to a lady of the eve. You know, I hear loose lips sink ships.
We're nowhere near
Yes.
the ocean, and that seems like it would be offensive to Kronk's culture.
Not really. We say it all as well. I mean, although there are very, very loose lips on ships.
I mean, I'm
we
not
may
saying.
not be talking about the same thing.
I'm not saying that Kronk should bed with but maybe getting one in a bedroom might be able to loosen the mouth and find out more information that we need. I don't know how. We're new to this, you know. We don't like.
Yeah.
This might be an option. Who knows? This might be the way to go.
I'm not entirely sure what news we need from here, other than it seems like that Flint, that guy came in a couple of years ago, and everybody started to change stuff. So we could either go talk to the Reckless clan people, or we could go talk to Flint and figure out what the hell why he changed the name from Arendtville. Was it because of his intellect?
I'm assuming it's probably he couldn't say the name.
Oh yeah. I mean, Elvish is weird. I can teach you all sometime.
I know Elvish also. This is why I know how difficult it can be.
Yes, and for instance, in Elvish, the word for what you call or what we call rather our pinky fingers is in Elvish it's called the booger finger. That's the direct translation.
Get out of here. That'd be gross.
So Kronk's kind of looking around going, am I getting this right? You wish me to go speak to a lady of the evening? Potentially better? I'm
No,
fine with this.
I'm not
To be
saying.
fair, it is a little early for the ladies.
I'm not saying for
yeah.
you to bed with them. I'm just saying this might be a means to be able to obtain information that we might need.
What about a lady of the mid-afternoon?
Yes, well, maybe it might be
No, that's
cheaper.
like this-
Day drinking lady.
Travis, I was going there.
It might be
No,
cheaper.
the ladies of the let me tell you something, gentlefolk. The ladies of the mid-afternoon are more of the sea squad, if you catch my drift.
But I feel they're cheaper.
Yes, but they're cheaper for a reason.
Yeah, but we're looking for information, not a place to bed.
Look, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right.
Yeah, Siegfried hooked up with a burner once in Humensburg, and it was very disappointing.
Oh my god, guys.
Did you say a burger?
You pay by the
thought he said
pound,
a
and it's an inverse scale.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I hooked up with a quarter pounder.
I said a burner,
Also,
but
also known as a gnome.
Oh my god. I can't write this fast for the shirt.
once you go gnome, you can't go home.
Jesus.
In a gnome's hand, everyone looks like an orc.
That is absolutely true.
Well, while Kronk goes and visits the ladies of the mid-afternoon, I'm going to go to the restroom.
Well, no,
BRB.
Kronk wants to wait until the prime real estate comes out.
I mean, I would prefer, but if it's just to gather information, I suppose I could. Well, I'm not going to say lower my standards again. That would be very insulting to the women. As I've said before,
You're not lowering them.
Yes.
You're just adjusting
No.
them.
I am adjusting my expectations accordingly.
Kronk is a feminist, damn it.
I mean, thankfully, Kronk
That's right.
probably has the constitution out of all of us to be able to withstand more than a couple rounds.
Oh yes, and it has been quite a while since my last boat trip. If you catch my drift.
Never mind, Kronk's got 30 seconds and he's done.
But Sig, if anyone's gonna go to a brothel, it should be you. You're the one who's immune to disease.
Am I immune to disease yet? Hold on.
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh yeah, I am. I am immune to disease. But I can also cure disease, so... So even if she picks something up, I just, I will put a glove on and then touch her. And then cleanse her disease.
I was gonna say something, but I don't even know what I would say.
It's just there comes a point where you're just like, I got nothing.
It's when paladins become doctors. They put gloves on and they start healing diseases. Here's your penicillin. See you in the morning.
Here's your penis cillin.
And
Penis
and
Hill?
here is your poking stick.
Oh, God. Oh.
Here's
Which
your
part are
needle
you
filled with
oh-godding?
mercury.
You're not there yet.
Oh.
Sig, here's your needle filled with mercury.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so I guess
So
you
we'll
guys
go...
wanted to do the brothel thing, I guess. Y'all can go for the brothel thing.
Yeah, let's do a brothel thing.
Okay.
We're trying to wingman Kronk.
Apparently so, and I'm here for this.
Hey, and this is how half-dragons are born, boys and girls.
Do you want dragonkin? This is how you get dragonkin.
God, that's going to be a really awkward conversation, like 9 months from now, when she gives birth to a half-dragon. They're like, the f*** is that?
Not just a half dragon. When she gives birth to a fucking egg.
What is that?
I thought
I
Kronk
heard
was
in
a
your
dude.
background.
That might be our cat.
I thought it was on Sig's mic, but I would be much happier if it was a cat.
It might be me. Let me check.
I'd be much happier if it was Sam.
Yeah, our Sam
Have I
just
been
came downstairs.
misgendering Kronk?
Kronk is a male,
Okay.
but Quetzal is they. So that's why Kronk's been saying gentlefolk, because he does not wish to misgender Quetzal.
Well, you guys were talking about laying an egg, and I was like, wait a minute here.
Nope. Well, it's not going to be Kronk laying the egg. It's going to be the human woman. It's like, what the fuck is this?
It's like that Nightmare Before, or like Nightmare Before Christmas, where it's like, what's this? What's this?
There's eggs coming. We're just not going to finish that one.
Oh boy. From the cloaca.
I didn't even know I had a cloaca.
Blech.
So meanwhile, while Sig is gone, I go acquire the dog that I paid for and never brought with me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Perfect.
And then I just go look at art, because that's the kind of dragon I am.
No, it was not on my end.
Okay. I do have a question for how your rules work for animal companions when you have the big scary dude. For a non-intelligent animal, because he's gonna be spooked.
Yes, it will be difficult. I will have to get him used to him. It does specifically say that they won't go anywhere near him. So, like, they don't run away, they just won't approach him. So, like, when Roderick is out, the dog just won't go anywhere near him. But he won't necessarily run away.
I'm listening. I'm also just brushing my cat. Do you have a picture of the dog you want? I want to see a picture of what your dog will look like.
It's
very important.
Is Newfie, because Newfies are best doggos.
Oh,
Newfies are awesome.
Also, it needs to be big enough for a gnome to ride it, so it has to be a big breed.
I mean, I like that you said Newfie instead of Tibetan Mastiff, because Tibetan Mastiff is just like the meme breed.
Is that the mean version?
Meme, not mean. So
Oh,
meme.
meme.
Mimi.
Mimi.
Because that's the one where like everyone has that picture where it's the like Siberian guys like fucking around with this dog.
Oh yeah.
It's like a lion. It's a Tibetan Mastiff.
It's probably mean as hell. I don't know. Most of the Newfies I
It
meet are
is.
pretty mean too. So
Every Newfie I have met, both of them, have been the biggest snuggle monsters ever.
the
However, I am not trying to stab them, so they might like me more than you.
well, it was trying to do C-sections on them because I used to work in a clinic where they had a Newfie breeder, and she would schedule a bunch of C-sections for her dogs. They were very mean.
Okay, so I'm not trying to steal their babies, so they might like me more than
Technically,
you.
you're just trying to give them their babies early. Well, on time.
Yeah, but they don't know that. All they know is you're taking their babies from them.
I mean, they don't know that. They're just walking into a clinic. They don't know anything else aside from that. But they all needed to have like these nasty leather strappy muzzles on because they were all naughty. Old English sheepdogs I also have a biased view on too because the ones that I knew for that one were also poorly trained. Even though that's probably not representative of the breed, and I totally understand that.
I don't think you like any dog, because every dog I've ever mentioned to you, you're like,
That's
those
an
dogs are
absolute
mean
lie.
as shit.
That is an absolute lie. And I like plenty of dogs.
Yep. Ow. Now, also, Quetzal, do you think it's wise that we are telling everyone about the demonic spider thing?
Quetzal is currently grabbing a drink, so he is
in deep
not there
thought.
to hear your question.
He is in
Quetzal
deep
is
thought.
in deep thought.
He is enjoying what Hey You was doing.
The 3
is now
seconds of
doing
Quetzal's
No,
like,
not
"Hey,
another
Gary."
one!
Yes.
We can't lose another one!
God damn it! No, I'm not going to. Well, no. Quetzal's small enough that Kronk could very easily put them on his back.
Excuse me, Bakery, I need another treat of joy and happiness.
A heart
So
heart.
much joy and happiness.
Who summoned me? I was getting a drink of water. What's going on?
Do you think it is wise that we mention the whole demonic spider being thing, release whole thing?
Here's my view. Quetzal, I think that it's irresponsible if we have inadvertently through our actions caused a great evil to enter the world or the universe. I think it's irresponsible to keep that to ourselves. I think it's probably more
Depends on
responsible.
mission to figure out why the humans are expanding. End up destroying humans. Well, I guess that's a win.
Win-win. We released demonic spider being that killed off all the humans. Done. We go back to Dragonland and go, well, Dragonland, we did it. And they're like, you killed them all?
Yeah,
We
no,
didn't.
I don't think that we should use a loophole to. I mean, it's not. You do what you want. It's not within my moral framework to do that.
My fear is that this will bring up more questions that could bring way too much light onto us that may cause us to lose our nature being hidden.
I'm just saying this whole thing reminds me of a British soccer song. We may have released a demonic spider being, but we still won the war.
I'm not saying she's a demonic spider being, but I'm saying that that Vex is never mind.
I mean, who's to say she wasn't going to be released at some point anyway?
Male. He's male.
Is it? Well, I'm basing it off of Vex.
Nas is right, but Nas is male.
So who's to say he was going to be released at some point anyway? I mean, the whole
I was
catalyst
riffing on.
was
I'm not saying she's a gold digger. I'm just saying he's not dating.
wow.
Yeah.
But that's the whole thing is, like, at the end of the day, if the catalyst was Vex's death, I mean, that was eventually going to happen anyway.
Yeah, but we brought it about, so we might should take some responsibility for it.
I agree, and when that day comes, we will face it.
And I would prefer that, I'm more of a live and let live kind of a guy, so I would prefer that, this seems like a lawful good line data, Leor, if anyone can kind of help out with the shepherding and protection of, a bunch of humans, it's probably some sort of, Narnia ass shit that they got going on here.
So you feel the leader of the Jesus allegory line should be able to help the humans enough?
Yeah. I'm sure that Leor and Apsu hang out in the same circles. They can probably,
That is a good question. We've never
we can't get along, then who can?
We've never wondered this, if there's a divide between them or not.
I don't think there is, and I would know. I'm basically Apsu's right-hand person.
Because we are truly out of our element here, because obviously who we worship does not exist out here.
Well, who we worship doesn't have a church out here. That doesn't mean that they don't exist out here. Apsu's been answering my prayers even in this human land.
No, it's same here.
Look, ours is not to wonder why. Ours is to drink some ale, maybe get laid, and figure out this mystery, huh?
Oh, that's later when the prettier ones come on and Kronk is more accepting of not possibly lowering his standards.
Gronk said he was fine.
I'm fine with it.
Standards are
Sure.
legendary. Kronk in the 4680s had like a dating profile that said no fatties, and I was like, I think that's a little exclusionary. And Kronk is like, Kronk has standards. I'm like, whatever, Kronk, fine.
Kronk has standards. So the only things we have to go on at this point right now is the group that forced the change, the guy that made the change happen. I mean, either one of those could be a catalyst dealing with the situation. Because who knows? Maybe the changing of the guard was caused by the current movement. So maybe we should visit Flint right now. Poke and prod him. Find out why he was placed here. See if he's happy here.
I mean,
Well, let me
does
know
this
if you
does this
need an interjection?
does this plan still have me buying a companion for the late afternoon?
Am I still
suppose, at this
supposed to
point?
have sex with this hooker?
Am I still supposed to boink this woman?
I just picture Kronk sitting there with the lady of the... Am I still supposed to be with this? With the
This is
current
like
plan?
half undressed. It's like, wait a minute, is this not supposed to be what I was doing?
I mean, I'm fine with it, personally. Like I said, it's been a very long time since my last boat ride, if you catch my drift. But I haven't had sex in a while. It's been quite a dry spell. So I'm perfectly
Has
fine
Kronk
with
had
this.
sex as a human?
Actually, I don't even know. That is a
This
very
is an
good
important piece of
question.
character lore, Heather.
This is a very good question.
Kronk
I
hasn't
mean,
got his cloaca wet in some time.
it's been a while.
Old enough, considering that we're not old enough to have our own human forms, and we only have human form because we're given it
Oh,
by
no.
a magical item.
Oh no, I just realized something
Kronk's
that's...
never gotten down.
Oh no,
Check out my magical construct cloaca.
No, I just realized something that's really disgusting about this situation.
We're children.
No, it's not even that.
No,
It's-
we're
with-
older than that.
With polymorph, once the thing leaves you, it then reverts to its original form. So it would change from human splooge to dragon splooge, and I'm assuming a dragon splooge would be a hell of a lot more than a human splooge.
No.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Siegfried, how
would
do you think
assume-
that half dragons happen? This is the way.
Oh my
This is the
god,
only way.
this is a single man
is the only
bukkake that's
way.
about to happen.
Did you kill people if you polymorphed a dolphin then?
Oh my god. Oh my god, great white whale. He was just like, yeah, get on that.
what was that one thing where it was like Ant-Man or something where he like flew into someone and then just exploded them, right? No,
Yeah,
was that just a
Ant-Man
movie?
in the butthole.
Yeah, when they were joking about Ant-Man climbing into Thanos' butt and then expanding.
I mean, they basically
I
did
don't
that
know.
on
I
What
had
If.
to laugh at that, but I had to laugh at that.
There was memes on top of memes on top of memes of that.
And that's why they did it in What If, a Disney Plus original. Sponsored content. Haha, got
For
you,
a
Twitch.
second, I thought you were actually serious about that. I was like, they really fucking did. No, they didn't do that, Kelly. Jesus.
would be
Disney,
nice.
yes, that's right. Disney original content is exploring people going up people's butts and expanding. That's some Disney magic right there.
Let's go on the shirt.
But yeah, so wow, you are that. Either this person is going to be really impressed or really scared afterwards. Either way, she's going to need a shower.
I would say I would make an argument that after the DNA degrades, it wouldn't matter. And that they're really only half of Kronk, technically. They're not actually Kronk.
Kronk is basically the pull-out king.
Oh.
We call him
You
Old
call
Onan
us
back in
Boba.
Humans,burg.
I'm like a couch, Quetzal would say to me. I don't understand the reference.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, did you want to play Pathfinder? I just want to make bad jokes all night.
This is incredibly fun for me.
I'm here for this. I'm here for exploring whether or not.
Let's
Grog would
explore
know
what
to do
happens
with the
when
human
a
body during sex.
polymorph
You
dragon,
had like a full 18 days to figure it out, Croc.
polymorph
You know what?
dragons.
Yeah.
Yank it, wank it, let's go.
Let's
I'm
do this
just
thing.
wondering how much of this discussion we can do before Sig gets banned.
Well, as long as you can have certain discussions, but as long as we're not doing ERP live, it's okay.
All right then.
Damn it.
I'm not marked family friendly right now on purpose. Cause I know you motherfuckers.
Hell yeah.
Did you just beep yourself?
Yeah, he beeped himself
Yeah, I
earlier.
did. I
That's
fucking beat
hilarious.
myself all the fucking time.
Oh, okay. I don't really cuss that often. I don't think.
I
Do
just to be honest,
I fucking do.
that button, like when I'm not on stream, I say fuck a lot, but I find that like the button just adds a certain level of comedic value when you use it properly. So
Yeah. It's like in Star Trek Lower Decks whenever they do a strategically placed black bar.
oh yeah,
Great.
it's great. It's all good times.
So is he fucking this hooker or what?
Yeah, he's gonna fuck the hooker.
Hold on. I forget if Pathfinder actually has the rules. Pathfinder.
Yeah, I think it does.
I'm sure it does.
Hold on.
Is it a?
Y'all,
Let's see.
y'all
Let's do
got a
it.
performance for this?
I mean, I have a perform oratory.
I was hoping you would say
It's a
that.
fortitude save.
Hell
isn't it?
yeah!
Okay, so it'd be
Cunning linguist.
here we go. I got the pregnancy rules up and running. You want to do this shit?
Oh shit!
Pregnancy rules. Oh boy.
What about the STD rules?
Yeah, I was gonna say this is
All right,
well, I mean,
so first off, I have to ask, what kind of lady or man? Well, hold on. Is it a lady or man of the evening?
Kronk prefers women of the evening.
Okay, so what race was Kronk able to hook up with? What races are available for Kronk?
Oh, that's a very good question.
There are only humans in this town.
Okay, so we
All
are on
right.
the moderately facid races. Okay, so got it. Roll a d20.
All right, D20 it is. That's a 10.
Okay, great. Now roll another d20.
That's a 5. Okay.
No pregnancy. Okay, there you go. Moving on.
Woo! The Pullout King lives again.
Oh boy.
Oh, Onan strikes again. You can see it because the walls are painted white.
Yeah, it's so funny how it works. It's like if you roll a natural 20, you have a DC 5 chance to make the person pregnant. But if you roll a 1 to 5, then the person is completely infertile. So, there you
Oh
go.
wow! All right.
So the good news
Oh,
is
that's
the
perform
good news is
oratory. I thought
the,
you were performing something else.
the good news is
Now that's
you were,
perform.
according to the D20, you are not infertile, and we now know that. So add that to your character sheet.
I'm okay to know this. I am not fertile.
No, you are fertile. You are fertile.
I am fertile. But
You are fertile.
But the person I fucked was not.
You're-
Also, my perform oratory was a 28.
Ooh,
So, you know,
the
do with that-
cunnilingus was real.
Hell yeah, it was. Kronk is a very giving lover. But, you know, he
Afterwards,
does.
he has the cookie.
Oh my
He
god.
has the cookie. He shares, you know what?
Oh
He
my God,
shares
breaks the cookie.
with her. He breaks the cookie in half.
Yeah,
I
there's.
mean, I really hope that that the woman really likes some facial hair because you know Kronk's a hairy dude.
yeah, there's
I like how you
three.
specified facial hair, but we're not talking about that part.
Yeah, there's basically 3 checks that have to happen because you're not the same species. So first is the
Alright,
D20,
excellent.
then there's a DC check, and then there's a D100 check to see if if it happens because you're not the same species. So there you go. pregnancy check.
All right. So that was fun.
There you go.
And now we know the rules for sex in Pathfinder. So
There you
sweet.
Yeah.
The more you
We've
know.
all learned something tonight.
And then as Kronk comes out, I cast Detect Disease.
Am I clean?
You can be clean.
Yay!
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not part of the rules of whether or not they're diseased or not.
That's
You know,
that's not
Riverview,
part of it.
Riverview runs a tight ship here.
They make you do annual disease testing.
Well, if you wanted to know, so the person that you were with had actually gotten trained in Reverie, and then they came
Ooh.
here to earn her keep outside of the city.
Well, she was very lovely. I left her an excellent tip, and we spent a good amount of time cuddling afterwards. It was lovely. It was very nice.
Have you guys seen Firefly?
Yes.
You cut
Yes.
off after cuddling.
It's like that.
It is just like that. She is a professional companion. It was lovely and wonderful, and Kronk got his cuddle on. He just likes to be held. He's a big guy, and he just enjoys being the little spoon from time to time.
You pay extra for Little Spoon.
Oh, hell yeah, he paid extra.
Did you find anything out, Kronk? The whole purpose of this was to also find out stuff about the town.
Yeah, what did my perform oratory check get me on the town? You know, in the midst of calling out my name, did she shout out any juicy secrets about the town?
Does the mayor have a health plan?
Who would do that?
So, tell me about Riverview. Tell me about Riverview. What's a good landmark? Show me the landmark. On this map, where should I go?
Yeah, I want you to trace this ice cube down my back.
I'm coming. No, here. You have to go here. No.
You see where?
No, I don't.
Hold on, let me borrow some of this drawing goo on my back to put a few spots on your map. This is where you should visit.
Quick before it dries.
What?
In the morning, it will leave a brown mark on the paper. That's where you should visit.
Have y'all heard? Have
I
y'all
can't.
heard? I can't anymore. That Travis, correct me on this. I can't remember if it's World War I or World War II, but the British Secret Services, so their version of the CIA, used seamen to send secret messages.
Yes. Because you could
Oh
expose
my god,
it
because
through
it's
black
ultraviolet
light.
light.
Yep.
Well,
Oh my God,
because I mean
no.
this was during that time. No, because what it was is that when you heated it up or something like that, you could read it.
That too. It would brown.
Yeah, it would brown exactly.
Oh my god.
Well, it's what you have
Alright,
to
well,
do
I'm gonna file
sometimes.
that under shit that I didn't know I wanted to know. And now
But
after
now
I
it's
know
shit that
it,
you know.
I don't want to know it.
Even better, their motto was "Every man his own stylo."
What?
The British word for a pen is a stylo, STYLO. So every man his own stylo.
So there you go. We have information and chill.
Yes, I like this. I like this new way of interrogation.
Oh god. We're
I
calling.
literally removed that. Absolutely not. That's almost as filthy as your old Steam username.
In the early 2000s, winemakers did
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
So, if this town is like all humans, am I getting funny looks because I'm a gnome? Or do they just think I'm a kid?
No, it just so happens that it's just an uncommon race to be around here, but it's not like they don't appear to have any prejudices against it.
Okay.
It's
Back
not that
to
they.
looking at art.
So, Kronk, what did you find out?
What did I find out? Oh, benevolent voice from the sky?
That's a great question.
We forgot to
thing
ask
is-
the other questions while I was a fucking.
Yeah, that's
That's
in here. The question
The,
is,
the questions
would
came
you
out during
have
cuddle
prompted
session.
a question? Because it's not as though she wouldn't have answered you, but I would need to know whether or not Kronk had prompted a question, because she probably wouldn't just be like,
Oh yeah, by the way, I fucking hate this dickwad.
This place sucks. I mean, I'm assuming that the rest of the party kind of coached Kronk at least a little bit on, hey, here's what we're interested in. So I know that we wanted to find out, tell us a little bit about the mayor. Tell us a little bit about this town before they took over. What was it like then? How do you feel about things now?
Is there a reason why they took over?
Is there a reason why they took over? Kind of starting with more general, just like more general pillow talk or even just getting to know you talk before getting to the business at hand. And then maybe getting into some deeper questions afterward.
We taught Kronk to aim for the pink cloaca, not the brown one.
"Oh my god!"
Oh, yes, very important, very important.
Oh, God.
That's what she said.
And that's exactly what we're talking.
I thought I'd get more pity laughs out of that one. All right. So, I guess you said you did roll pretty high on your or Jesus.
It's a 28. It is right there in the Roll20 chat, my friends.
Oh, God.
So the current electoral official, his name is Daniel Flint, and he was instituted 2 years prior. After he was instituted, there was a band of people, they called themselves the Reckless, that were frustrated that he would have the goal to name it Riverview. And so what they did is they went through the town and convinced most, not all, but most of the business owners to sarcastically mimic that and adopt new names for their businesses. Because it was a small knit town, most of the places did it. Most places thought it was actually kind of funny, kind of like a fuck the man thing. And so most of them have done it. The ones that hadn't done it, he even convinced the church to do it. At the end of the day, they convinced the church to do it. And at the end of the day, though, Daniel Flint, being a very grounded person, thought it was kind of helpful. Because he's like, oh, those names make a lot of sense. And it didn't really have the intended effect
God,
that they
he's an
thought it
idiot.
would. So they thought about changing it back for a minute, but then they left it for the satire. As far as for why Flint got put in charge, previously there was a married couple that was in charge. It is Cecilia and Beck, last name is Adams, and they had kind of ran the town together, though Cecilia was the primary mayor. But after her daughter Amelia had gone missing, her young daughter Amelia, she had kind of gone sick. She didn't want to make appearances anymore. She, when she would go out on the town, she would be noticed to not be eating well, be thin, gaunt, and eventually she fell so ill that she had to drop her position, and Beck also had dropped the position in order to take care of his wife. As far as what happened to the daughter, the person didn't know. Your hooker didn't know, but she knew that Cecilia was getting sick, and that she actually wasn't sure if Cecilia was still with us. So the last she knew, she was at least bedridden, if not worse.
Well, I know a thing or two about healing people. Is there any way I can help?
Is there a graveyard nearby?
I would assume that there's a town cemetery.
And we have the person's name, right? We could just make sure find out if she's alive or dead right now.
Sure.
Well, we could just ask around. Hey, is this woman dead?
Hang on. Let me write that for the shirt. Is this woman dead? Oh.
Is this woman dead?
Shit, they got boats?
Shit! They got boats!
Whatever you'd like to do is fine. There is a, like, large stone mausoleum that's dedicated to the Addams family.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Din-din-din-din.
Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na.
Do.
Happy coincidence or planned?
I thought about it when I had written down their last name, and I was like, I just won't call it family. And then, well, alright. There's a mausoleum for them, and it would be dedicated to the Addams family.
Does it have a list of names on it or no?
Not on the outside.
Is it a locked mausoleum or is it free
The
enter?
doors are closed.
Is it a locked mausoleum or is it free open?
You can free open.
Okay, I go inside and check the names.
Rude.
What's up?
I said rude.
What do you mean rude?
It's just rude. It just seems rude to barge into someone's mausoleum.
You could say a
You
prayer
don't know
over
these
people.
people.
Yeah, but I can still pray over them. Hope that they're
That's
having a
not your
great
God.
rest.
Hope that you're having a great rest. Oh, hello, dead person. I hope you're having a great time out here. Just wanted to stop by and give you a little look-see prayer. Here you go. My friend just got done fucking the horse, and then I just wanted to stop by and, let you know that you're cool.
He's
Her
like
name's not in it.
going in there to posthumously convert them to Apsu from Leor, like
Jesus.
See, Kronk fucks them in the real life, and I bring them back to Apsu in the afterlife.
and you fuck them in the afterlife.
Yeah!
Oh my god. That doesn't sound like a paladin should be doing that.
Are you sure?
I mean, a little bit.
But no, is her name listed or no?
There is one that's filled out for her. It does not have an end date on it. There is one that's also filled out for Amelia, though, and it does have an end date on it. Where that one is it's like in the center of the room, and it's got like a little small marble casket, and there's like you know how they'll put like little statues on top?
Yeah.
There's a statue of like a little fawn on top.
Cool. So I do exactly what I said I was going to do. I say a prayer, hoping that no one has disturbed or broken their rest, and hope that they continue to have a solid rest. And
Hope no one's disturbed you guys, as I literally kicked the door down military style to get in.
when did I say I kicked the door down?
It was a closed door. You don't just barge into a closed door, Liam. Come on.
Usually most people, it used to until recent years when people were stealing shit from them. Like, mausoleums were meant to be like a site for people to come and say respects and all that. Or people.
Their family and their friends. People who knew them. Not people who are like, oh yeah, this bitch dead yet?
What was her name again?
So the mom's name is Cecilia, the daughter's name is Amelia, and the dad's name is Beck. Last name Adams.
And this was the previous ruler.
Yeah, it was a pair for Cecilia and Beck. And I didn't realize that their names rhymed until I just said it, and I was like, oh, well, oops, whatever.
Amelia and Cecilia Bedelia.
Mm-hmm. Time
The
to change.
Bedelias?
The grandmother's name was Ophelia.
I mean, I'll make that canon. Here we go, let me write it down. But yes, so there is a casket that's labeled Amelia with a little depiction of like a fawn, i.e., baby deer, on top, and then there is a it does have a date on it as well too, as though it was finalized, and then mom's does not currently have a date on it.
Does the crypt look well maintained?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I go out and I tell them of the name, dates, and who doesn't appear to be buried yet.
Well, that's I think maybe the reckless are the people we should be investigating.
It does seem to be all pointing in that direction. But do you think that them becoming ill all of a sudden would be anything to look into, or no?
I mean, I don't know. I'm immune to disease, and so are you. We should really be asking, the people in the bakery.
It's that question of, could the movements be occurring because of a political uprising happening? Remove the people I don't want through means?
Could be, but to your point, these seem like human problems.
Yeah, but if it answers why they're on the move the way they are.
Seems localized to this one place. Well, I don't know. Like, if the capital city is sending like mayors to take over random hamlets, and to tax them and send the money ostensibly back to the capital, then maybe that's where all the organization is taking place. We might be able to find out some more information about it, but I don't know if it's integral to the, to seems like this is the worst place to find the bigger picture, as it were.
Well, I mean, finding out whether or not they were purposely injured or sickened would paint a different picture than if they happenstance got sick and then the person was replaced. Because if we were heading into that capital with the knowledge that these people are demented enough to start injuring their own to try and make gains, is much different than us walking in and it's a happenstance and they just replaced.
Yeah, political assassination is definitely a more serious thing, especially with poison, which is a coward's weapon.
Yeah, and that's finding that out might be worthwhile just for no other reason other than so when we head to the capital, we know what we might be walking into at that point.
I mean, are we making an assumption? Do we actually know that this person was poisoned?
I'm saying we should try and find out.
Oh. Well, go ahead and, you already broke into the mausoleum. Why don't you exhume the corpse and I can study whether or not he died of poison?
But I didn't break into the mausoleum. The door was open.
He's like, let me be very, very clear about this. There was no breaking into the mausoleum. I just took advantage that the door was not locked.
Wetzel has this existential feeling that someone is glaring at him. When he says poison is a coward's weapon, He looks around and can't see anybody. They must be on another plane of existence.
Oh. I don't know. I feel like somebody's looking at me from another plane of existence.
just like that.
I stand by it, though. I say as I can call down flame strikes from way over there. Flame strikes I don't think are a coward's weapon, but they definitely are. Because I don't have to be in the middle of battle to do it.
It is not a coward's weapon to understand what your strengths and weaknesses are. You are strong for fighting at a distance, therefore you stay back. Versus I am strong, fighting in the front, and that is where I shall be.
But finding
To the front!
But finding
This
this
is-
information out might be worthwhile, because I would rather know if we are heading into a rogue's pit or not.
Well, we found out that something else disturbing about the capital city, did we not? Like something about it just jogged my memory that. Oh, let me look back in my journals. I'm sure that I wrote something down about the capital city and some other form of like manipulation or cowardice.
How can I help you? Do you need
Crap.
help for the conversation, or
Oh, is the cat next to you?
me?
Do y'all remember what I'm thinking about? There was something about the something we found out about the capital city about them like using towns or taking over towns or something like that.
So the purpose of your investigation was to figure out why there was an expansion movement.
No, that's not what I'm thinking of. There's something about. It's gone. I'll have to look deeper into my notes.
There would be an expansion movement. I don't know if we had gone over this, but there are like, I don't want to say missionaries, but for lack of a better word, missionaries that are being sent from the main town to these outer towns. The new electorate here is not part of that. These are more like militaristic, like small bands of like paladins and fighters type deal, where they go out, they help out in the name of the main town, and then they return to the main town. But there's not like a governmental takeover per se. This town is kind of unique in that sense.
Yeah, I'm looking through here and I can't find what I was thinking about. I wasn't thinking about that, but that is very interesting.
I'm not sure what you're referencing, otherwise I would try to help.
No, that's okay. That's okay. All right. Well, there is an expansion going on, and this could be linked to it. Although using poison to depose the previous leader in order to facilitate the expansion
Well-
would be a devious thing.
I would think it would be more of a, because they said that they became sick, not that they just. Doesn't most poisons, like, there's not like a sicken phase, they just die?
I mean, it depends on the poison, I think.
Just not poison's not my thing.
Most poisons take time to kill you because they do stat damage. There's very few instant death poisons.
But there's a difference between the few times I have been affected by a poison. It has weakened me over time, but it's still rapid enough that it's more rapid than what it sounded like, which was a couple of days.
Well, if you're so... Well, I mean, I'm not there, so I can say this out of character. Most poisons don't do enough damage, or won't do enough damage to kill you unless you're really, really unlucky in one hit. Usually it's like lasts 1 minute, one save cure. It's not gonna kill you with one dose, but multiple doses over the course of 2 days could kill you quickly.
So whether this was poison or a disease, we won't know for sure unless there was some sort of other information we could go off of.
Correct.
Jim says correct.
Yep. So, let's, why don't we, I don't know what we could do to gather more information, but we could probably go to the inn and perhaps, get a cocktail, maybe some brine shrimp, and
About what time of day is it?
Well, Kronk definitely took like 3 or 4 hours to get his swerve on.
No, Kronk hasn't been in. Well, no, Kronk probably had 30 seconds of pleasure, 2 hours of cuddle.
I'm not ashamed
Honestly,
to
that
admit
doesn't sound like a terrible ratio.
It's been a while. The boat has not been to port for a while.
As
That
I
boat
have
has
said,
not been to port ever.
I mean, Kronk wasn't going to say that.
Kronk would never say that.
Never. But yes, your ratios were correct. It was about 2 hours of cuddling and about 30 seconds of pleasure.
So what time of day is it right now?
Like a mid-evening, like a 5-6.
Well, we can, I mean, I guess we could go for a meal and bunk up for the night and go from there.
Go for some dinner, you're saying?
Well,
So the quiet option would be the inn. The louder option would be like the bar tavern thing.
I know what church you wish to go to. So do you want to go to the church of the bar, or do you want to go to the quaintness of the inn?
Look, I my preference is the bar, but I completely understand that you want to keep a low profile. So whatever you would like to do.
I am okay with either. I just know I want you to be as comfortable as possible. And I know how you are being in a bar.
Yeah, it's very comfortable for me. Plus, I figure if we go to a bar, then we could ask around for more information, because
Sure.
that's usually people usually go to an inn to sleep. They go to a bar to hang out.
And
I like hanging out.
And we get back to the whole loose lips statement again.
Look, I've already done my part, and I'm kind of tired. Maybe I'll take a nap, and then maybe I'll be back into it. But right now, it was a good day for Kronk.
Kronk's refractory period is at least 4 cookies.
Oh my god.
And a muffin. Let's be honest
And
here.
a
Oh my
muffin.
goodness.
My puffin's got some stuffing for your puffin muffin.
Oh my
Just
god.
give me the beak, yo, you puffin freak.
I've
Alright.
never heard this meme. I need to hear it.
Well, Heather will link you the puffin song.
Yep, half a moment.
Well, we could always do both. We could always go to the inn and then... Or go to the tavern and then go to the inn afterwards. I mean, we will have to rest at some point.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't mind going to the inn eventually. I was just saying what we should do next is to go to the tavern, and then we can go to the inn later.
I can see that.
So, in travel, yes?
In travel.
Wait, inn or are we going to the inn or the bar?
Bar travel?
I thought we were going to the bar then the inn.
That's what I thought.
Bar and then the inn, yes.
There's the agreement. Got it.
The-
So. Oh, is this the link? I'm so sorry. I need to this first, if it's short.
I mean, I don't
So
know
the
if
one
that's
that-
short.
so-
It's not a minute short.
Yeah. So when the one that Travis linked is like the entire video, and then the thing that I linked is in Discord is just the song.
Okay, let me find the Discord song, and then.
Yeah, the full video is 2 minutes and 26 seconds, but the song is just like a minute and 49 seconds.
Yeah.
This is just. Oh my god.
It's the best thing ever.
This is pretty legit. Just give me the beak now.
But you should, when you have a chance, you should watch the whole video.
I'll get on that. Okay. So we're going to the bar.
To the bar!
To the bar!
At the bar, it's still pretty early in the night, but there is like a group of guys there that are sitting all around one like big table. There's a couple of scattered ones that are more like loners, but the group of like 5 or 6 of them that are all getting all kind of rowdy, shooting shit and telling stories about what they were doing. They seem not only very close, but they're also starting to get quite drunk already, and
Nice.
consequently to that, they're quite loud. The barkeep acknowledges you guys as soon as you walk in, with like a little wave, and asks if he can get you anything to start. Mentions,
What?
oh, I haven't seen you guys around before. Are you new?
Oh yeah, we're from out of town.
I swear to God, I thought you were going to say Humansburg.
Honestly, I did too.
So did I. My
shocked.
my body was ready for it to like try
I'm
and interject
astounded.
something.
I'm
My
scandalized.
body was ready. But in answer to the kindly barkeep's question, Kronk will say, I have quite a powerful thirst. Um, do you have any mead? I enjoy mead.
A lager beer?
Oh
Can I
my,
get
it has
IPA?
such a high alcohol content. It seems quite large, don't you think?
It's it's the highest alcohol by volume allowed in this particular constabulary, Hugh.
Oh my. Well, it appears that I do not have quite enough money for both the lager beer and this newspaper. Perhaps I should put the newspaper back and then enjoy this lager beer.
See you next Tuesday, Hugh.
Yes, thank you. I shall go sit outside and drink it.
Oh my goodness. Is this gonna be the link for this too? Perfect.
Yes, it is. We got you, fam.
Man, I feel like I'm getting educated today.
Well, my favorite Mitchell and Webb look sketch is the "Are We the Baddies" sketch.
Oh, that's such a fun one.
Which I'll link after that.
Yes.
Oh, I've seen gift sets of this, I think.
Yeah, it's a great sketch.
Oh man.
I would like to trade one potion of mage armor that we definitely did not find in a
Oh,
spider
Jesus.
cave for a round of drinks for everybody.
Hooray!
The barkeep is a little confused. He's like, I don't usually take exchanges, but if it's okay with the potion master, then I guess it's okay with me.
Hey, this
Can handle
what's in
my
this little bottle here will
strong
give you a +4 AC for like an hour.
3 hours. Caster level 3.
Oh, 3 hours. This will help you out in a bar fight, no question.
He kind of like looks. He's like, not a lot of fighting happens around here, but I hear you. And he exchanges it. It's just a little bit of beer for a couple of guys. So
A little
that's-
bit of beer for a couple guys, huh?
you said 1 round. Not like you said 8 rounds.
That's,
These guys have already gone through a bunch. It's not like you're gonna put a dent.
you just gave him 25 gold for a round of beers.
Yeah, for everybody.
That's a lot of beer.
I mean, if you have the ability to exchange the potion for the gold, but it's a small town, so.
Yeah. Alright, I hand it over because there you go. 1 down.
But all of us wear armor. It's fine.
Mark this down, so we're 0.9 now on that.
He passes out a round of drinks, and when the table with the camaraderie of guys gets the free drinks, they kind of look at each other like, "Did you buy this? Did someone else get this?" They were not paying attention.
Oh no, that was us. How are you fine gentlemen these days?
So one kind of stands up faster than the rest, like the others kind of like look up to him. So he goes first.
Ooh,
And
he
he
has
says-
higher initiative. I respect somebody with good initiative.
He says, "I haven't seen you guys around here. What brings you here?" He seems a little suspicious, if a little drunk.
Oh, well, we're humble travelers coming from the north and heading down to I guess the south. We're on our way to the capital.
With enough coin to share around, huh?
Well, yeah. Well, we didn't have coin. We had a potion we found in a spider cave. We're adventurers, you see. We went to a cave. It was full of spiders, and we
Adventuring
found
can be
this.
very lucrative.
Yeah, it's true. Have you ever thought about adventuring?
One of the guys turns to, not the main guy, one of the guys that's still sitting down turns to the guy to his left and does like one of the little shoulder slaps and starts like whispering something into his ear real quick. If you guys wanted to roll to overhear it, or see if it gets lost in the bar noise.
Oh, he used to be an adventurer like us, and then he took an arrow to the knee.
Oh my god, that's the line that was in my head the entire time. Oh,
Boy.
Perfect.
7.
Perception check, you said?
Whatever you'd like to run is fine.
Let's see. Perception. Oh, that's really good for me.
Yeah. Kronk's got a 27 on perception, and he also has a booming voice, so can get people's attention if he needs to.
Merely a 17.
Hey, beats me.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be super quiet though. The guys are pretty drunk, so when he turns and kind of like taps his buddy on the shoulder, he's like, ha, "They should go over to Escalita then, see what they can do."
I don't practice Escalita. I ain't got no crystal ball.
You would
Wait, what's
probably-
Escalita?
You'd probably recognize it off of your map, because that's the forest.
Oh,
The
yeah.
forest! Oh, that's right, Escalita Pram.
Yes.
Escalita Forest.
Yeah, where you punch the bear.
Yeah,
Escalita.
I'll punch the bear.
That's not where you
Escalita
punch the bear.
Thicket. That's right.
Yes.
Damn, she thicket.
Damn, she thicket, indeed.
Escalita Fricket. When you don't give a fuck no
Wait.
more.
I did that already, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We went through the Black Bear Forest to Riverview.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hold on, let me bring that up real quickly. Sorry, Kronk Scones. There we go.
How long did you guys want to go tonight? Because it is almost 11.
It's true. It's almost 11. But
I mean,
I always enjoy a good bar scene. So if this is going to be a prolonged scene and we would like to wait until next time. What's your
it should
name,
be-
fine fellow? My name
it's
is Quetzal.
It's definitely not going to be like the Tangled bar scene,
okay, good.
but it depends on you guys.
Well, what is the leader guy's name? Because I would like to very
leader
much
guy.
like to know.
Will introduce himself as Damien.
Damien. That's a good, strong human name. My name is Quetzal.
Sorry, I have a list of names and I needed I'm writing down who everyone is.
She's got a
When you
list of
say
names.
he
that she's
sounds like a
crossed.
nice, strong human name, and then you introduce yourself, he looks at you a little bit. He's like, "That's a nice, strong name for you too."
I'm a half elf. See, look at my ears.
It's funny because these guys are drunk, and I feel like Quetzal's just acting more drunk than they are.
Yeah, I heard
Just
this
look at my
town
ears.
used to be called Arundhafel, and I'm a half elf, and Arundhafel's an elfin name, but now it's called like Riverview. So I was like, oh, it's very human. The humanification of a lot of things around here. It's
Whitewashing.
fine. I'm half human, as you can see from my half elf ears. I'm from Humansburg.
God.
See, you have to understand that his father once was a elf viewer.
That's a statement.
Elfcelsior.
Oh,
Y'all are full of it tonight.
Yes, we are.
And Croc's full of it too, full of cookies.
I have so many cookies.
one tank is empty. The other tank is full.
I'm quitting.
Croc
I'm
only
retiring.
comes because it's the only way to clean out his
Again.
epididymis.
I would like to point out, For all the
Did
silly
you just
things
say
I've
it's the
done.
only way to clean out his epididymis?
I think that is
Is
indeed
it?
what was just said.
Going on the shirt.
It's going on the shirt.
It's not me. It's a meme that I sent to Heather earlier. Here, I'll put it in the Facebook.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if I want a meme for cleaning out the epididymis.
Oh, just wait till you see this one.
Oh God.
Yup.
Yeah, I definitely will not be putting that on the screen.
Yeah, motherfucker texted that to me, and I'm like, really? Really?
What?
Oh my God. Hey, I want to say, Kronk is the only one out of the group that has a glow.
That is true. Kronk definitely has that post-coital glow.
I just want to know where the epididymis meme was sent.
It's on Facebook in the Dragons group.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is terrible.
Sorry.
It's awesome, and you know it.
I just love that word, though, to be honest.
Terror is in the eye of the
It's a-
beholder.
It's a fun word to say.
It's honestly, it's just a little stacked against us girls because I also like gubernaculum, and we don't have one of those either. Bullshit.
Oh, that is also a really fun word to say.
That sounded so sad.
It is. I'm sad about
Yeah.
some of the fun and exciting parts that, assigned male at birth folks get that we don't.
Amab.
I don't know that one. Oh, sign male at birth. I'm like, wait, what?
Amab.
It sounds like the Mars Attack Martians.
Yes.
I was so traumatized by that show.
And those guys' heads are weird.
Jesus.
That's what she said?
Yak, yak, yak. Yak, 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 yak.
My dad used to sing that country song that made all their heads explode.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
He used to sing it so that my mom would get frustrated. And it worked.
I could imagine that would work pretty well.
Honestly, I legit had like night terrors from this stupid movie because I watched it before I knew it was supposed to be satire and I understood satire. And so the only thing that I took, like little Kelly took away from this movie was the fact that they broke into these people's bedroom, saw them asleep in their bed, and then shot them with the disintegrating ray guns. And I literally was like petrified that someone would come into my room and shoot me with the disintegrated ray gun if they could see me in my bed. So I started sleeping with the covers over my head to pretend like I wasn't there. And then it stayed for a long time because having the covers over my head was able to like funnel the AC that was at the side of the bed up in around me like a little cocoon when I slept. So it stayed with me longer than I probably should admit.
An air conditioned cocoon.
Oh no, get rid of. I'm deleting that one, Steven. Ugh.
It's like, go away. All right, so how are we doing this this bar scene?
Yeah, do you want to come back to the bar scene later, or?
It's whatever you guys want to do. I probably shouldn't stay up past midnight.
Well, we should come back to this later. We can pick up with Damien. I have Damien's name, leader of the thing. I'm gonna be like, oh, you look boisterous enough to be a member of the Reckless, and then I will leave that there and see what his reaction is.
There's the
My massive
cliffhanger.
perception check.
There's the cliffhanger.
He would openly admit to it because that's exactly who these people are.
Oh, excellent. I kind of intuited that from their stance, the way that they push there. I was like, you're the people that I'm interested in. We've heard a lot about you.
Is that where you wanted to leave it?
Yeah, we can pick that up next time.
We can do that, and then we'll see how Heyu does over at the monastery healing retreat.
With the tiny tart that we got him.
Heart tart.
Yeah, we got him the heart tart.
Well, I got him the jelly thingy.
Oh, that's right, the jelly tart.
Yeah, the jelly tart is the one I bought him. The one that she suggested was full of happiness, joy, and mirth.
I'm pretty sure you said that, but
Well,
yeah,
no, I asked her, I was like, what do you have for happiness, joy, and mirth? And that is what she gave me.
I think Kronk had at least one of everything in the bakery at this point, and he will say, "Yeah, that one is definitely full of sunshines and rainbows."
See, you pre-gamed. You pre-gamed for your midday cronking.
Dude, you have to.
Cronking.
God, that is exactly what it's going to be called from here on out. That's a midday cronking.
Midday cronking.
Oh my God.
Did you cronk yesterday? Did you try to cronk yesterday?
Kronk will be grumpy one day and was like, Kronk, did you do some cronking yet?
No.
Go.
You're not you when you don't cronk first.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Why wait? You grab a Cronkers.
Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, why wait? Grab a Kronk.
Kronk's gonna pre.
Oh, no, God. This is going to be so bad. Every time we go to a new town, we see someone grumpy. Do you need some cronking?
Kronk will fix it.
Kronk
Kronk's
fix.
just like, huh? Huh?
You're not you when you're cranky, so grab some cronky.
Midday cronking. Hey, Kronk's midday cronking is like, if it's gonna happen to anybody, it's gotta happen to the skull.
And then one day, Kronk will like have a giant orgy, and we'll call it the Kronkening.
Yes, the Kronkening.
Kronk's always on the lookout for the cronkening.
It's the ultimate goal. That's when we roll the D20 a lot.
That's going to be a fun day.
I'm glad that really the only role that mattered this session was the cronking.
The pregnancy roll.
Yeah, that was absolutely
No,
the
excuse
right
you, it's
thing.
the cronking.
The Kronking.
It's not the
The
pregnancy roll, it's the
Kronking,
cronking.
exactly.
God, we're gonna go back and
D20 to determine the cronk.
Kronk's gonna find out if like.
Will there be a mini cronk?
Oh my God, we go back. We're like, well, we have found a way to better relations with the humans. It started with Kronk having 250 children.
Oh, God.
What?
Hate it.
Well,
I hate
every
it
town we
already.
went to, Kronk had a little Kronk and Kronk in there, and well, now we have a little Kronk in every town. I'm 100% for this. I am 100% for the Kronkening. The Kronkening. Good. Oh God.
Alright. Well, thank you for playing, guys.
Oh yeah, thank you for
Thank you so
running.
much for running. This was a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Kelly.
Alright, well, you guys take care. Have a good rest of your night.
Alrighty.
I can't unsee this evening or unhear it.
I know.
Hey, just think, it's recorded. If you want to relive your favorite Kronking moment.
It's in my head now.
Oh my gosh, you recorded the cronking? What's wrong with you?
Oh, no.
What are you talking about? There's going to be an epic ballad about the Kronking in this town, okay?
I thought
Yeah.
you weren't allowed to have the erotic roleplay.
Yeah,
No,
you're gonna have to
it's
post
fine.
this-
But when
you're gonna have to
Kronk
post this
puts
on
it into
OnlyKronks.
when Kronk puts it into ballad format and sings about it, that'll be different.
And then it's like a bad country song. It's a T Swift song, dude.
Yeah, see?
Dude, that's what the Patreon is for. That's when you get all of Kronk's dirty ballads.
All of a sudden, Kronk's just sitting there going, "I put my hand upon your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip." And you're all like, "Oh no, Kronk, no, stop!
No, stop, Kronk, stop!
You put yours and I
That's
put
not his
mine,
Patreon anymore,
and I dip a little
fam.
low
That's
and
his-
grind."
That's his only Kronks.
Only Kronks.
OnlyKronks.com.
Yep. And then somebody will inevitably like rip it off and post it on Kronk Hub.
Oh god.
Oh God.
Well, that's when you stay at the shady inns. The shady inns that have the cameras, like pointing at the bed. That have the mirror ceiling.
But
Oh,
mirror
God.
ceiling is a lot different than cameras, bro.
It's what? Wait, hold on. In Pathfinder world, it would be what is it? Scrying. There's just a scrying orb inside the room, just sending the video out, and just someone just like, yes, go Kronk, go.
I mean, I think that's what these Quetzal thinks that's what these talismans already have built onto them. They're like scrying focuses because somebody back in the north is nasty.
Well, that's what that orb is that I have in the bag of holding. That's our
okay.
scrying orb. I should have
That's
sent
true.
I should have sent the scrying orb in with her, or with him.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Yes, put the dragon disco ball on the desk.
Oh God.
That's not a cloaca. That's not a sword. That's my cloaca in disguise.
Oh. I don't-
What are you guys doing?
that's how
You're
that
supposed to find out about the humans, not fuck them.
Not Kronk them. Why would you just
Don't
Kronk
Kronk
the
the
entire
human.
human race?
Is Kronk just like the multi-purpose verb now? It's like squanch from Rick and Morty,
I think Kronk is definitely the multi.
or Smurf from the Smurfs.
Oh God.
Okay, but hear me out. Kronk was actually named after it. It's just a word that pre-existed.
Yes.
So you're
Yes.
saying cronkening is a pre-existing condition.
Yeah, and then the Winduna is the part where it's like it's finishing the name out.
Okay.
Kronakwinduna is like Kronk's given name, but Kronk earned that name from.
Kronk earned his name.
Kronk-
We'll just leave it at that.
Kronk is carrying a crank. Kronk is packing a crank, and then
Oh God.
the ballads were written about Kronk's crank.
And with that,
And
I love
with
you
that,
guys.
everyone,
but I will
Alright.
talk to you later.
this
Alrighty.
was awesome. Thank you all
Thanks
so
for
much.
being
See you
tonight.
next time.
Alrighty, guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Alright, guys. Unfortunately, that will now officially bring an end to our dragon campaign for the evening. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. If you missed any part of it, you can always review. It'll be in the VODs. We'll also have it uploaded shortly to the... it'll be uploaded shortly to the YouTubes. If you missed any part of the Dragon campaign, all of it is on YouTube. Siegfried, youtube.com/Siegfried42. You can catch up there. We have, I think all of them are up there right now. Are they all up there? Might be back one. Yeah, I'm missing 9. So the first 8 are up on there. If you just go to RPG Interactive, you can click on that grouping and you'll see the group there. There's 8 of them total so far. The 9th one will be going up shortly, and then this one will be following shortly thereafter that. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Let's do the ending credits. Let's thank the people, and let's get the hell out of Dodge. Again, have a great rest of your evening. I do not know if I'm going to be back for a B-side of the stream or not. I'm going to go get myself some food. I haven't eaten yet. So, if nothing else, have a great rest of your evening. Good night, everyone. Button. Button.